Alright, hi, welcome to part 2 of Friday, October 10th of 2025. It is close to 7 by about, I don't know, 20 minutes. I got me some Taco Bell. I got a drink. I ordered off of the kiosk for the first time, and it was kind of weird. But yeah. So I got 5 quesadillas with extra cheese and sauce, you know, the way how I like them. The drink. And 2 cinnamon rolls. Well, not cinnamon rolls, but cinnamon twists. All for about $41. The drink actually was a last minute decision. Now there's a bloody train. What the hell? I would rather it be at the first set, not the second set. Damn it. Hopefully it's not super, long. And all I can hope for is that it stops by the time I get up there. Oh yeah, early voting started this week. One, two. Okay, it's a 2-engine train, so it shouldn't be too long. Should only be about 3 or 4 minutes. So it shouldn't be too long. But the thing is, so yeah, early voting started this week. And I'm actually kind of curious on something. My ID is expired and has been for the last 2 months. So my question really is, can I still vote in November even if my ID is expired? Probably legally will probably be no. I probably can't. But morally, yes. Because as long as it shows who I am, where my residence is, and my age, I think that's all that really matters. And I really wish that, companies, people, salespeople, or whatever can at least be like, oh, okay, so this person is, this person here, they're, X years old, they live at, this address. Because all they really need to know, really, is who you are, how old you are, and what your address is. It's that's all they really need to know. So I would assume no, you probably can't. So that means I would have to at least I'm gonna have to renew my temps again for like the I don't even know, probably the 18th time. Oh, they're having engine problems. Oh, what the hell? Gourmet mac and cheese. Oh, man. That actually sounds good as hell. Now, I'm a mac and cheese connoisseur. So if they have like the little breadcrumbs, that would be great. Alright, let's see if I can see the ending here. Can I? Yeah, it's probably gonna be a little bit. But you know what's funny? You know what's actually funny? It's funny that, you know, in order to get over here from like Europe, instead of flying, you would have to get on a ship and even with that trip, it's like barely even 2 months. Oh, looks like it's done. So yeah, in order to go from one side of the world to the other, especially by water, you have to take a boat. Which is more or less 2 months. But yeah. And then of course you had to, you know, in order to get around like a regional area, you know, on the ground, the easiest thing you could do is walk on foot. And if you need to get somewhere a little bit quicker or a little sooner, you have a horse or a donkey or a cow, bull, whatever you got. Some kind of farm animal that can be able to pull luggage and have, you know, a human or person or whatever ride. And then, you know, after some time, maybe the horse wants to pull something that's, you know, at least has wheels. So you make like a wagon or some kind of like chariot. ran. Jesus. That truck really did run through that red light. I mean, I get he's turning, but like, damn, still ran it. Oh, let's see here. But yeah. But yeah, after all that, then you kind of have to, especially when exploring a new frontier, very little paths that like go through the frontier, especially in the early days of America, where if you weren't even near civilization, it was just all uncharted wilderness that, you know, is ruled and controlled by the natives. And you have to form like alliances with some native tribes because, you know, you as the new incoming power, you know, you don't know this land, you don't know the area, but the natives do, so you got to kind of work out a deal with them. Like, you can give them like arms, medicine, supplies, clothing, while the natives help you, like, you know, gather food or help build shelters, or eventually, you know, get everything that you want and then slaughter all of them and claim the land as your own. It's kind of what America did. And look where it got us over 2.5 centuries later. Let's see here. But yeah. But also in the journey westward through, you know, Manifest Destiny and westward expansion, the best way to get goods from, you know, from the coast out to the frontier was through, well, once again, water. Rivers and creeks were the best ways to get goods out to the new frontier. And, you know, and after cultivating the land a little bit, and as time went on a little bit further, there were railroad companies, and, you know, you start having, and these railroad companies start placing down railroad track from coast to as far out west as you can possibly go. And even back then, especially in the times of the old Wild West, of like the like from like the 1850s up until like the early 1900s, they had to have soldiers on patrol while they were building railroads from coast to coast. So, yeah. And that's how we got the transcontinental railway system. But yeah, the train came before the car, which back then were known as automobiles. Should be getting pretty close to 7 o'clock right around now. Yeah, I would say so. Getting pretty damn close. Oh, let's see here. What else is there going on? So, here's just one final note about the whole, like, advancement in transportation technology and, you know, all of that. Especially when it comes to discovering almost everything on a map. Like the world map that we know today. Oh, there was a building there. I don't remember what building was there, but there was something there and now it's gone. Probably an apartment complex that I don't remember. Maybe, I don't know. But, but what we know today as the, you know, the main world map, most of what we now know as land or water, just like on the surface, wasn't completely finalized until around the 1930s. Because especially in the times when there were, you know, especially in the ancient times, or like ancient civilizations from different parts of the world, like, you know, over the Mediterranean with ancient Greece or Macedonia, Mesopotamia, Rome, ancient Egypt, the Phoenicians, and the Indus River Valley civilization over in India. Yeah, those, they only knew about themselves and just mostly their surrounding neighbors. Like, think of it this way. If Rome wanted to toy around with further exploration, they probably would have landed somewhere on the east coast of what is today the United States, which it'd be kind of interesting, and it'll definitely be a thing that will change a little bit of American history. Wow, someone already broke that foot, huh? Okay, so I think by the time I get up to the duck pond, I think I'm gonna end it off. So it'll be within the next couple minutes. Oh, Jesus. I don't know what the hell that was. It was just a squirrel. Bro. Why you scare me like that, bro? Damn. I'm driving down the street so damn quick. That dog always barks at me every time I walk by. Every single time. Oh yeah, it's Friday night, high school football. I wonder if Pardon has a game today. If they do, it's probably either home or away. Or it could be a bye week. I don't know. It's possible it's a bye week. Ugh, speaking of football, Ohio State has a game tomorrow. It's a noon kickoff. God. I don't know what channel it's gonna be on, but I'll at least have it on the radio. And I'm off this weekend, so that's also a good positive too. Given the anniversarial. God, that's hard to say. I don't even think that's even the correct term to even use in this context. I don't even think that's a word. Anniversarial. I can't even say it. That's. I mean, the simplified version of that word I'm trying to look for is technically annual. If you want to be technical. Okay. As long as neither of them are going into this lane, I'm fine. Bro, you should probably have your lights on. Because you're going to get pulled over for something like that. And you have to pay like a $50 fine for not having your lights on. Okay. Alright, so as long as I'm on clock by 5 till 8, I'll be fine. But yeah, I'm not gonna really damn, something's going on. I hear a lot of sirens. I mean, it is also Friday night. Oh, I see. I see it now. Dude, I already know I'm gonna be so screwed. Like, this will probably end up being the night that I'm gonna want to, like, quit. Of course, you turn down the street that you're going to. I would imagine that you're headed to the hospital. Okay. Well, we're just almost at the Dirk. Smoke? Oh, that's why. I'm like, go on. Yeah, what the hell, guy? You were sitting there for like 3 minutes. Figure out what you're doing. Jesus. All right. We're gonna go ahead and call it a video, because I need to, like, mentally prepare these next 10 hours. Although, to me, this is almost like a bad way to start out my weekend. Yesterday was whatever, but today is God help me. Alright, so we're gonna end it off right here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.